This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. This is an update regarding the Earned Amnesty scheme and the petition that we put out earlier. Please can people continue signing it? We've had over 20,000 signatures, and the more people that sign it, the better. Now, I previously put out a video in which I've explained how the Home Office have responded, which is essentially a restatement of the immigration rules. The Home Office response was, well, there is a method whereby undocumented migrants can get status. And then they set out the immigration rules, and then they say that if there are exceptional circumstances. Now, that doesn't really address the question of an earned amnesty. The whole purpose of there being an earned amnesty is that it is for people that have been in the United Kingdom and don't have status, don't have exceptional circumstances, and don't meet the requirements of the immigration rules, are granted leave to remain in the United Kingdom. That's the purpose of an earned amnesty. The earned bit being the length of time they've been in the United Kingdom and the fact that they're not criminals, or they don't pose a threat to the United Kingdom. So the Home Office response was very, very poor. Now, the good news is that I've received a email today from the Petitions Committee, and that's a group of MPs that oversee the petition system, and they've reviewed the government's response to the petition. And the positive news is that they felt that the response, like I did, didn't address the request of the petition, and therefore have written back to the government to provide a revised response. So it's good news. It's not the end of the road for the petition. The Home Office obviously thought they could just back the matter off by setting out the same response as they did when they were first asked if there's going to be an amnesty after Boris Johnson became Prime Minister. And obviously the Petitions Committee have said that that's just not good enough and doesn't address the Earned Amnesty scheme or petition. And it's clear that we do need an earned amnesty for a number of reasons. The PBS has been a system, the new PBS, that's fundamentally flawed. That's been put on the back shelf, so we don't know what's going to happen in January 2021. So we're not quite sure how people are going to be coming into the country or getting permission to work. And secondly, and more importantly, we're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it doesn't make any sense at all to have a large number of people. Some people say it's 500,000, some people say it's 1 million people that are undocumented, that are living under the radar. It doesn't help them because they might feel scared of getting help from the NHS. They might feel pressure to go and get work when otherwise they would be able to claim benefits. And it doesn't help the population as a whole to have a large number of people who potentially could be spreading the virus, as well as the individuals themselves becoming sick and potentially getting into hospital or potentially dying. So there is plainly a need for there to be an earned amnesty, or if not an earned amnesty in its entirety, then to do what the Portuguese have done and treat migrants that are in the United Kingdom as being settled in the United Kingdom or resident in the United Kingdom, and allowing them access to benefits for the duration of the coronavirus pandemic. And then perhaps moving on to an earned amnesty scheme if we see how many people come forward. But as I say, it's good news. The Petitions Committee, like me and like many other people, were not satisfied with the Home Office's response, and they've asked the government to look again at it and to come back with a revised response. As soon as I get that response, obviously I'll distribute it. All I can say is please write to your MPs, write to your councillors, and encourage other people to sign the petition. As I say, good news, but hopefully better news in the future. I hope you're all staying well, looking after yourselves and your families. Thank you very much for watching. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.